Please click like and subscribe to the channel for more moral support and interest in providing content that satisfies you.
The film begins in the depths of space, surrounded by the wreckage of the USCSS Nostromo. A probe from the Weyland-Yutani Corporation retrieves a sample from the debris of the ship. Researchers then take the remnants of the xenomorph for further examination. On the Jackson Star mining colony, young orphan Rain Carradine Kelly Spaney works with her synthetic companion, a malfunctioning android named Andy David Johnson, whom she affectionately calls her brother. Rain attempts to escape her mining contract, only to learn it has been extended by 6 years. She witnesses some troublemaking kids attacking Andy, compelling her to repair him. Shortly after, Rain receives a video call from her ex-boyfriend Tyler Archie Renault, asking her to bring Andy for a covert mission. Rain and Andy arrive at Tyler's base, where they meet his sister Kay Isabella Merced, their cousin Bjorn Spike Fern, and the crew's pilot Navarro Aileen Wu. The group plans to infiltrate an abandoned Weyland-Yutani ship to steal cryostasis pods that would transport them safely to the distant planet Yuvaga. A 9-year journey. They need Andy for his ability to access the ship's terminal, as he was also created by Wei Yu. Although Rain is hesitant due to the potential trouble they might face and the risk to Andy, Tyler persuades her to join. The 6 of them board a mining vessel called the Corbelan and soar over Jackson Star, getting a close view of the sun. They reach the station divided into 2 sections, Romulus and Remus. Andy accompanies Tyler and Bjorn in search of the pods, while Rain tends to Kay, who is feeling ill. Rain discovers that Kay is pregnant by some jerk, but Kay asks her not to tell Tyler. During their quest for the pods, Bjorn behaves rudely towards Andy, a reaction Navarro explains is due to Bjorn's anger over his mother's death in a mine collapse, where a synthetic sacrificed her to save others. When they finally reach the pods, they find only 5 available, as Andy was not meant to go to Yuvaga due to company regulations against synthetics. Additionally, there is only enough fuel for 3 years of cryostasis. The group then stumbles upon a lab, where Andy prevents Bjorn from stepping into a gaping hole, and they discover the top half of another synthetic. As they venture further, they inadvertently lock themselves in a room as the ship initiates a lockdown, causing a wall full of frozen facehuggers to begin thawing. Rain and Navarro rush to assist the others while Kay rests. They encounter the synthetic, which briefly comes to life before Rain removes its module to replace Andy's. Tyler installs the new module, allowing Andy to reboot. Meanwhile, facehuggers start leaping into the water, one almost attaching itself to Bjorn's face. Rain attempts to break down the door, while Andy revives just in time to fend off a facehugger from Tyler. The group escapes the room, but the facehuggers chase them relentlessly. They manage to seal the door, but Navarro becomes ensnared by one as the crew struggles to detach the facehugger from Navarro. Andy reboots with a renewed focus on his loyalty to Wei Yu. To find a solution for Navarro, they connect the dead synthetic, Rook voiced by Daniel Betts, to revive him. He grimly informs them that they are about to confront a xenomorph. Rook points out the corpse of a xenomorph, the same one that attacked the Nostromo, revealing that the crew of Romulus was killed by it when it was discovered to still be alive until it was shot dead. But its acidic blood destroyed what remained of the ship. Rain proposes freezing the facehugger's tail to remove it from Navarro, which succeeds. However, Rook warns that Navarro is still doomed due to what is about to happen next. Bjorn and Navarro make a dash for the Corbelan, but Navarro begins to feel ill and discovers a chestburster forming inside her. Kay witnesses this and Navarro collapses, foaming at the mouth before the chestburster bursts out, killing her in front of a horrified Kay. In her final moments, Navarro's convulsions inadvertently pull a lever, causing the Corbelan to crash into the Romulus's hangar bay and head towards the Jackson Star asteroid belt with less than an hour until impact. Rain and Tyler head to the hangar while Rook converses with Andy about their Wayu objectives. Andy rejoins them, and they attempt to raise the station's temperature to avoid detection by the xenomorphs. Upon entering the hangar, they discover the bodies of the Romulus crew. Meanwhile, Kay and Bjorn try to escape but encounter the xenomorph that emerged from Navarro. Bjorn attempts to fend it off with a cattle prod, but the creature's acidic blood begins to burn him until a large droplet finishes him off. Kay contacts Tyler as the xenomorph pursues her. She manages to reach the others outside the hangar, but Andy realizes the xenomorph is trying to lure them into opening the door, and he refuses to assist Kay. Despite Rain's protests, which inadvertently reveal Kay's pregnancy to Tyler, the xenomorph captures Kay and drags her away. In a fit of anger, Rain slaps Andy but quickly feels guilty. Now aligned with Wayu's interests, Andy leads Rain and Tyler into the lab, where they find a human-alien DNA mixture that Rook refers to as the Prometheus strain. A video demonstration shows a rat healing from illness due to the mixture, but the ending reveals a horrifying rat-xenomorph hybrid. The trio proceeds through a corridor, discovering Kay cocooned in xenomorph silk, unconscious but alive. Tyler nearly injects Kay with the DNA sample to save her, but Rain intervenes, urging Kay to get back to the ship. The xenomorph then captures Tyler, killing him with its second mouth. Rain helps Kay escape so she can reach the ship while she goes back for Andy. After Rain leaves, Kay injects herself with the sample. Rain finds Andy and removes his module to restore his previous self, but Rook warns them that escape is futile. Just as despair sets in, Rain devises a plan to turn off the ship's gravity as a horde of xenomorphs approaches. As they float, Rain opens fire on the aliens, killing several but also splattering acidic blood everywhere, which nearly endangers her. She manages to navigate away from the danger, and she and Andy ascend the elevator just as gravity returns, causing Rain to fall. The main xenomorph captures her with its tail, but Andy descends and kills it with Tyler's rifle, delivering the iconic line, "Get away from her, you bitch!" before rescuing Rain. Rain, Andy, and Kay board the Corbelan as the Romulus descends towards the asteroid belt. Rook makes one last attempt to persuade Andy to adhere to Wayu's directive of returning with the sample, but they disregard him as he is ultimately destroyed along with the station. Rain places Kay in a cryopod as they head towards Yuvaga. However, Kay's vitals begin to weaken due to the DNA mixture affecting her pregnancy. Her abdomen swells as she endures a painful labor. Rain assists her as Kay gives birth to an egg-like pod containing a human xenomorph hybrid. Rain tries to remove the egg, but its acidic contents slip through the grates. She attempts to arm herself for help, but when she returns to Kay, the hybrid has matured into a creature resembling the engineers, feeding on Kay and killing her. It also inflicts severe damage on Andy. Rain dons a spacesuit as the ship's temperature plummets. She attempts to detach the cargo pod from the ship, as the damage from the hybrid's birth causes it to spiral toward the asteroid belt. As she pulls the levers to release the pod, the hybrid attacks her, and they tumble outside, clinging to the ship. In a final act of desperation, Rain uses her harness to activate the last lever, sending the cargo pod and the creature into the abyss of space. Rain places Andy in one of the cryopods. Before entering stasis herself, she records a final log on their way to Yuvaga, uncertain of what lies ahead but hopeful that she can handle whatever challenges await.